Hey guys, Bryson here, and welcome to my show. And today we're about to find out how this guy right here spends $80,000 in San Diego. Okay, now don't tell me San Diego is expensive. It's so expensive. You gotta understand. Okay, the answer is I think $80,000 is a lot of money anywhere you actually are, unless you live like in Beverly Hills. But in reality, you wouldn't live there. So in reality, the point is, $80K is a lot of money anywhere. New York, Los Angeles, I don't care. That's the point, okay? Let's find out exactly how this guy is spending his money. On top of that, guys, I also post videos on this channel every single day. So make sure to also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Without further ado, let's see exactly how this guy is spending $80,000 in San Diego. I hope he's not spending it on dumb stuff. Let's find out.
I want a Ducati, but I can't afford that yet.
He wants a Ducati, but he can't afford it yet. Already, this is like a bad beginning for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm judging him. He's 27 years old, and he wants to buy a motorcycle. A Ducati is a motorcycle, right? Please correct me. I just don't know anything about cars or motorcycles. I'm just like so ignorant when it comes to that.
I would also like perhaps a Rolls Royce.
Okay. And he also wants a Royce. Okay, guys. You know, I don't know what to tell you. So far, this is a very bad start, okay? This is a very bad start. All I've heard is I know nothing about cars, but I know how much they cost, okay? And on top of that, I also know a lot about depreciation. But let's keep listening. Again, 27-year-old wants a Ducati and also a Rolls Royce.
I used to watch Gossip Girl, and I was like, these guys have so much money, it's so cool, and I wanted to make money.
Okay, so that's the first time I ever heard about this type of inspiration coming from a show like Gossip Girl. I think my girlfriend like watched that show. I never watched it. I think I don't know. I never watched it, but I think it's about like girls that spend money and guys and love and romance. I don't know, man. But you know, it's the first time I hear about Gossip Girl being mentioned when like, hey, Gossip Girl inspired me. It's interesting.
My name is Andrew Zhao. I make $80,000 a year working in sales in the beautiful sunny San Diego.
All right, so he's working in sales. So obviously he must be a great salesman. But obviously he might be working based on commission. So obviously all this stuff is based on fluctuation. So we don't even know how much he's making right now currently while everything is going on. It's interesting.
I want to make more money. You know, I don't think I'll be ever sad.
Andrew makes $67,000 selling telecom services. Isn't that like phone services? Am I incorrect here? But telecom is phone services, right? Let's look this up, guys, because I don't want to be the guy that's ignorant making a video judging another guy about a Bugatti, okay? Yeah, so it's basically like communication, like AT&T, like Verizon, like all those companies. Interesting.
Satisfied until I'm really hitting a target, like somewhere between $2,000
and $13,000 from an e-commerce business he started. Oh, that's pretty cool. However, people from e-commerce websites never talk about the margins, what they actually bring home, the expenses, and also the ads. I want to find out the actual numbers.
$300,000 a year. Who doesn't love to make an extra buck, right?
He wants to bring in $300,000 a year in sales, okay? Either two things are going to happen here. He needs to work more hours, or B, he needs to sell more expensive products. But the answer is, I just don't understand. Like, what would you do with all that money, you know? I think most people just think, like, I want to be rich. But in reality, do you really want to work so much? You know, I'm just asking, you know, I'm just saying, you know, overall, I think that, you know, I make a lot of money, obviously a lot of money, but the answer is all of my money goes towards investing and creating passive income. I just don't see if I would make so much money to go out there and buy a Rolls Royce and a Ducati. To me, that just sounds like nonsense. But again, it's just me.
I definitely like spend money on stuff that I want and that I feel will like set me up for my future.
Okay, so what he wants and sets him up for his future. Andrew typically monthly spend is $798. Okay, let's hear the rest. All right, so here's the full budget, and someone told me last time that basically there are footnotes down here, but I can't see them because YouTube has this thing that crosses it off, but I'll try to see it right here. He rents a studio apartment for $1,710. Is that expensive? I think it is, okay? I think it is. Savings, $1,000. The answer is that's pretty solid, but I usually want you to save around like 30% of your take-home pay. I think that's a lot less than that. $670 on food as a single man, literally in San Diego. The answer is that is way too expensive, okay? Way too much, you know? Maybe like $300, $200, I understand. Miscellaneous, $565. There is nothing miscellaneous about 500 bucks, my friend. Nothing about it is miscellaneous. Like, that money's just gone. Business expenses, $560. If you're making money back, I don't care. Insurance, $240. I think it's cool. Utilities, $200. Depends what you're paying for. Transportation, $85. Okay. Subscription, $55. I think this guy's pretty solid. It's just like food. Savings. His rent is too high. Miscellaneous is too high. Maybe he's not that solid. Okay, I'm just kidding. But the answer is he has some work to do. By the way, he has a 401k he invests into. Cool. He has Amazon, pets, credit card fees and donations, and also health and renters. Okay. Sounds good. Let's keep hearing this, guys. Let's keep hearing this.
Food is definitely like a big part of our lives.
This is so good.
Oh, so he actually does have a girlfriend, but they together spend $670. Or he spends $670 with her. The answer is, I think that's stupid. I'm just saying. I think it's stupid. Way too much money. Stop eating out so much and make a budget. That way you like won't spend that much money, because you know eventually here's the problem, right? $670 every single month times 12, that's around $8,000. Okay, $8,000. If you make, for example, $20 an hour divided by 20, that's around 400 hours of work that's actually going down the bucket. Okay, basically shop at Whole Foods, eat at home, eat every now and then outside. That's what I recommend.
We kind of splurge on restaurants. I don't really think about the expense. I'm just like, I want that food. Put that in my mouth. I'll pay the price.
Yeah, that's a terrible attitude. I don't think nothing is funny about that, okay? I like food too, man. But you can't spend so much money on food, man. I care about these people a lot, man. I don't want people like spending so much money on this stuff, because basically you don't know when the money is gonna stop coming in. That's what I'm so afraid of. You know, you gotta make sure that basically you're investing a lot of money. That way, when the money stops coming in, you still have money coming in from your investments. Okay, that's what I want. Spend money on food, whatever you want, but when your investments are paying for it.
My main passion is something called gloving, an underground art form that centers around the rave culture. The art form has grown so much, but also awareness. It was on Shark Tank.
Okay, sounds like this guy right here, man. He has like an idea about gloving and like doing this with your hands. Sounds to me like a hobby if it's not making him any money, okay? But let's hear it out.
I believe that gloving is an art form that will ultimately become a billion-dollar industry someday.
Andrew owns Throwlight, an e-commerce business that sells gloving products, and he makes $30,000 a year from it. So the answer is, I like it. I like it. If he's making money from his hobby, then it's not a hobby, it's a side income now. So I respect it. I don't care if it's gloving, if it's throwing, if it's like shoeing, like whatever it is. I don't care. If it's making you money, you're solid to go with me.
Eventually, I want Throwlights to be something full-time that would replace my income from my sales career. I envision that happening sometime over the next few years.
Oh, so sometime in the next few years. You know, people say few years like it's like right there. The answer is a few years is a lot of years, okay? You want to be careful with that. So that's why if I was this guy, man, I would spend so much money like renting like another apartment like for a lot less money, like somewhere maybe a little bit further, and spending a lot more money like less on food, and then just grabbing all the money and invest in it. That way I have a lot of money coming in and I can do whatever I want. Gloving, throwing, like whatever it is, you know, but you don't have to depend until the business grows. You can do it because right now you have more money coming in that you actually have going out.
Just not my focus yet. Right now, I'm really focused on excelling in my sales career and in growing as an artist in gloving. There's a better way out there than trading time for money. My mom has been a huge influence on me. She really taught me make passive income.
Oh wow, so his mom taught him about passive income. That is awesome. That is awesome. I didn't learn about from my mom or from my dad. I learned it from like people and books, you know, like, but my family, I wasn't that lucky, okay? But this is awesome. Let's hear it.
When my girlfriend moved in with me, we have her extra place, so we Airbnb that out, and we make about $1,000 each per month on that. Since I don't have a car, I rent out my parking spot too.
Oh, that is very, very smart. I actually respect this guy a lot. So basically, he's trying to offset the price of his apartment by basically renting out where his girlfriend used to live for $1,000 every single month. And on top of that, he doesn't have a car, which is awesome. Proud of you, bro. And he also rents that out for basically some passive income also. So far, $1,200. So in this case, he's actually paying around like $500 in rent for a studio apartment if you like offset it like that, okay? It's good. Might be, might not be. But now again, you know, with everything going on right now, that Airbnb might not be making him that much money now. So it all depends also.
Jasmine, my girlfriend, has a car and she'll drive anywhere that is long distances. For medium distances, I typically will take a bird, just like these little electric scooters all over my city. Or if I need to, I can take an Uber, or most of the time I just walk.
Oh, that is awesome. That's awesome. He walks. You know, it sounds like in the beginning, like, hey, I want a Rolls Royce, but so far, man, there's this guy reminds me a lot of Robert Kiyosaki. You know, he's trying to leverage a lot of his expenses, and that's cool. You know, until something falls apart, and then you're like, you're effed. You know, you have to be very careful about how you leverage your expenses if they're really, really high, and that's what I don't like. You know, so just be careful. I'd rather you just invest, and like offset the cost, yeah, but like live somewhere else. That way you have even more money coming in. I just want you to invest, man.
My first experience investing in the stock market was at 16 years old when I somehow convinced my dad to give me $20,000 to invest. At that time, I think it was like 2009.
All right, so what the fudge was that? $20,000 from his dad to invest into stocks with no type of experience? Sounds to me like a madness, man. Sounds like me like a madness. I asked my dad for $20,000, be like, what?
So the stock market had literally just tanked. And I took that money and started making a bunch of fast money. I had stocks that were making like 50, 60% returns in a single day. Eventually, it kind of caught up with me because I wasn't really doing the right kind of stuff, and I ended up losing all of my dad's money when one of my stocks pink slipped. Today I'm...
That's the idea, you know, guys. Everybody tells you this love story, right? It's always this love story. You know, I was investing, I made so much money, and then like 2 years later, like, hey, I lost everything. You know, just because something works for you, but you know it's wrong, doesn't mean it's gonna work forever. In this case, it didn't work for that long, so his dad literally lost $20,000. But in that case, right, if your dad is willing to give you $20K, in reality, he either has a lot more money, or basically he just made a massive mistake, okay? So I'm guessing here he made a lot of money, his dad at least, right? But it's a bad idea.
More of a value investor. I really look at companies that I believe in their future, more stable stocks, blue chips. I think eventually I'll...
Sounds like Warren Buffett, right? Sounds like Warren Buffett. But people don't know that when Warren Buffett first started, he made his money by understanding how companies work and basically buying them, liquefying them, and then basically taking the bulk of the money. You know, whenever you're growing, you gotta find companies that are gonna make you money, right? Over the long run, yes, but to build capital, that takes some skill also, you know? So I like his strategy so far. It's like a very safe strategy to actually do. I like it.
I'll pay my dad back once I have a spare 20 grand laying around.
Once I have a spare 20 grand, I'll pay my dad back. The answer is that is a lack of responsibility. I don't like that at all. I'll be honest with you, right? The idea is if you owe your dad 20K, you're making 80K. You could have paid him a long time ago. Let's be honest, right? And you're also spending $8,000 on food for no reason, right? And you're also getting passive income from like the Airbnb. The answer is I don't like ever to disrespect the people that lend me money. Whether that's my mom, my dad who's not here anymore, my uncle, whoever it is that lends me money and puts money in my hands, I always return the money on time. Because basically, you have to respect the people that give you money, especially when it's your parents. But usually you have entitledness, you know, that comes in like, oh, it's my dad, I'll pay him whatever I want, you know. I would pay him a long time ago. Pay him his money back.
I bought a motorcycle last year. I paid a little bit in cash and then most of the rest.
$14,000 for a motorcycle, bro. I don't have a car, but I have a motorcycle.
I got a really good loan. I actually crashed that motorcycle and broke my back. What was really...
Oh my God, that is so dangerous. That is so dangerous. Oh my God, man. First of all, The number one danger is the depreciation in the motorcycle. The second danger is your, well, no, I'm just kidding, right? But obviously your health, man, and you yourself is so dangerous, you know. But the answer is, why would he spend $14,000 on a motorcycle and then he risked his life? And I wouldn't be surprised because in the beginning of the video he said like, hey, I want to buy a Ducati and also Royce. So obviously he still wants to get back on the bike. Oh man, I don't like this at all, man. $14,000 is way too much money, but you don't have 20K to give your dad.
Really surprising to me was how quickly the medical bills did rack up. Insurance paid for most of that stuff. I think in total my personal responsibility
$100,000 for a 2-day hospital stay. Bro, something needs to change in the system in the United States, man. 2-day hospital stay. I get the surgery, the intensive care and all this stuff, but $100,000? Really?
Responsibility was like a couple $1,000s. I just
the helicopter aircraft was $50,000, bro. Probably. What? To get one person from A to B, you charge them $50,000?
kind of have to pay it out of pocket. Right now.
And he had to pay that out of pocket. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, because usually an ambulance you have to pay out of pocket here in New York also. It's crazy. I just don't understand, man. I don't understand at all.
Now I don't really have like an emergency fund, which is a little bit concerning, I guess.
You don't guess. It is very concerning.
I'm not as focused on saving right now as I am on earning. For me to focus on reducing.
All right, guys, I think that's the end of the video here. We still have a minute to go, but I just can't listen anymore, to be honest with you. Plus, the video's gonna be very, very long. He just said, basically, I'm so focused on earning that I'm not focused on saving. The answer is, when you have this catalyst, usually what happens is your expenses start to rise the same amount that basically your income starts to rise. So you want to avoid that at all costs, man. You always want to keep track of how much you actually have coming in, and always keep saving money, and keep investing. So far, what I'm hearing is this. I'll be honest with you. What I'm hearing is this. I'm hearing something be dressed up very pretty, but what I'm hearing is somebody wants to live a lavish lifestyle and wants to offset it with his passive income without actually building any real wealth. And to me, that sounds super, super dangerous, okay? It sounds dangerous because basically, although you have money coming in to offset what you actually spend, in reality, if this stops coming in, boop, then you're left with all of this. And that is super dangerous. So overall, if I was this guy, what I would focus on is this, okay? Focus on, yeah, increase your income, but focus on using all of that money towards investing and then getting more and more passive income. And then in the future, in the end, then you focus on like, hey, let me spend this money on this or that. By the way, he's 27 years old. He could easily retire by like 40 or like 37 years old easily if he invests a ton of money and also increases his income. But I just don't think he's going to do that. I don't know though. I hope he proves me wrong, okay? But overall, guys, comment down below and let me know, what do you think about this, okay? Comment down below, let me know. I'm still mad about the motorcycle. I'm mad about his dad. I'm mad about a lot of things, okay? But comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video right here, well, like this video. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. On top of that, also, destroy the follow button on my Instagram. And if you want to watch another video, basically, on how Warren Buffett invests, well, here's that video right here. Give it a know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, peace.